Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're looking at a unique jewel from the Star Trek Frankenstein, aka Kit Bash ships, the Centaur issue 52 of the Eagle Moss publication. So let's look at the book to get that out of the way. Here's a very nice cover art. I'm not going to actually be talking about the ship or my opinions about the ship on account that this is about looking at the product as it is. So I'm not going to be going into all the crazy discussions about the size of the ship or any of that stuff, despite the fact I could. The Centaur is, in my opinion, one of the better ones that got improved thanks to Deep Space Nine Dominion Wars. And from what I see of the ship and I saw of the photos online, I think it's one of the better quality Eagle Moss ships in the wise of look, which the Centaur, in all fairness, isn't that hard to actually do in the wise of a ship. Alright, and then there's the back with the nice top view of the Centaur, which in my opinion doesn't do the ship itself justice, considering the model has got much better Aztecing, but then that one's got much better small detailing, so that's kind of funny. Okay, so that's the boring book out of the way. So now let's go ahead, and of course, you know, it's got the Voyager, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Enterprise on the side there. This little silly billy about the age restrictions, and there's a little text which, you know, nobody wants to actually read. There's the original Star Trek logo, and then there's the Star Trek command badge. Alright, there's that boring stuff out of the way, so let's go ahead and pop this thing open. Let's get to the actual reason that you get it. The ship, some people probably like to look, I don't know. Alright, so let's get the ship out. Here's the Centaur. I actually do kind of like it not having the grill on the Centaur warp nacelles, so that's definitely an up. It's actually got the photon launcher. It's actually colored in red this time. It's got the little ultrasound motion picture phaser arrays also dotted on the bottom. Those little weird detailings on the bottom of it. And then there's the back, which impulse engines is that nice press script in it. And those photo torpedoes also colored. I mean, the Centaur is just, in my opinion, the most unique, odd ships that came out of the kit bashing fleet. It was so neat. And of course, they gave it the USS Centaur with their registry on it. I'm kind of hoping they do the Jaeger as well. If they do the Jaeger, I hope they do the second Jaeger, and no, I hope they do the one with the backwards American fighter jet hull. That'd be kind of cool. And of course, they got the arbitrary, for no apparent reason, USS Centaur sticker with the ship's registry on the bottom. And then of course here's the stand, which thanks to this peg hole being in the middle means that you can kind of relatively put it facing each other way. Alright, and then I do have to admit this is quite an improvement on the stand, because it actually seems to grip the ship better. It doesn't feel like it's just going to like fly right off, which is a good bad thing on account. I do actually sometimes like to grab my Eagle Moss ships and look at them without the stands, and this one, as tight as it is, it's going to bring the stand. Plus, that kind of worries me because he's supposed to be hand painted, so that means I'm kind of worried the stand might actually now scratch the ship. So I'm gonna have to probably actually take and okay, you got it narrower on the top and a bit thicker on the bottom, so you don't have to, if you decide you actually want to be able to loosen the grip on it, you don't have to actually sandpaper off the bottom pegs without messing with the top ones, which that will be a problem on account this is clear plastic, and that is a very narrow margin. I guess you could like put it in there a little bit, kind of like this, instead of all the way in. And just push it all the way in. We're gonna have it up there for days and days. I guess you gotta go that much in, maybe. That you can actually more easily get the ship out and doing less to the actual stress which holds on the warp nacelles. I like the Centaur, but unfortunately now the stand bothers me a bit. I'm going to push it all the way in so you can see it how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be in the stand. Yeah. I like it. This is definitely an improvement over the other Eagle Moss publication ships that they've done. This one looks really good. I'm actually pleased with this one's detailing. It's just about right for the actual toy of the ship. Not so overdone. To actually be like, shoot the price up. It's actually, say, it's about on the ballpark what you'd expect you're paying for. Yeah. I like the Centaur too. That's really not fair. It's really unfair advantage. I actually like this ship. This is one of my favorite side effects of the kit bashing, is the Centaur. So, thank you for watching, and I might at some point do a discussion on the kit bashing ships from Star Trek and why they ended up existing and why the Centaur actually became so popular. I might do that at some point, but at this time, right now, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to. On account that it's kind of like a weird topic. And I hope, I really do hope they do the Jaeger. The kit bash Jaeger as well. So I can have the Jaeger with the Centaur. I hope they do the one that's built with the backwards fighter jet hull and the runabout warp pylons, and do also the one that's a hybrid of the Intrepid and the Marquis Raider as well. Do those two Jaegers. That way I can have them with my to go with my Centaur. Well, I actually can now safely say thank you to Eagle Moss for doing this one. This is actually right. I got no complaints about this one. I won't, you know what? I'm gonna try to find at least something that's wrong with it. I'll try to at least find one thing to complain about it. And I'm also excluding, you know, okay, there's a little bit of paint scuffing off of the bottom right here, and that's not my doing. I don't know if that was a mistake on the packaging or something at the factory, but it's a little bit of paint scraping right here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. It's right there. It's on these little spines right here. There's a little bit of paint that's scraped off. So a little bit of touch brush could fix that. So that's even not a mistake. I mean, nothing really. Even those paint scrapes ain't really a problem for me. I can't really complain about this one. There's nothing for me to complain about here. Okay, this is a hit. I like this one. Thumbs up from me to Eagle Moss for this one, for the Centaur. Thumbs up. I got nothing to complain about. Thank you for watching, and as always, feel free to push your favorite ship into that like button. And as always, peace out from me to you.